Hello everybody, my name is Digital Cake, and welcome back to World Conqueror 3, the 1939 world conquest by Japan, because everyone remembers that in history, right? I'm just kidding. Alright, so in the last episode, we had pushed further into the United States, and we were pushing further into Europe, which I will get around to showing you guys after I'm done showing off this beautiful monstrosity of a world that I have created. But it's Japanese, so anime to everyone. And other Japanese stuff, like those ears, like those cat ears that can show emotions, if you've ever seen that on the internet, because oh my god, that's beautiful. So the first couple things that we need to do is we need to get a navy over to here, and we can do that by pushing our entire navy from here and just pushing it straight through the straits. And I also forgot about Australia, but we'll get around to murdering them eventually. We may want to take Port Moresby first. Moresby? Yeah, it's Moresby. Looks like Moresby. But we've also been setting up this entire area to be basically like an impenetrable fortress, just in case we end up failing our world conquest and we have to retreat back to our mainland island. Our island is pretty much impenetrable, but that is not something that's true, because our thing's probably not impenetrable, because, well, as you may know, nothing's impenetrable for long enough. Anyway. Yeah, so we've been building coastal forts, coastal artillery, and we've been trying to mop up this horrible mess that the Soviet Union has produced. But they are all but wiped out because they've been almost fully kicked out of their... Actually, yeah, they have been practically completely kicked out of their home area, town. And I'm glad I set my timer, because otherwise I would have no time whatsoever of what we're doing. I sound like a garbled up mess, and that's only because I have barely any idea what we're doing, because I haven't played this game in over 2 months. Since the last upload of this game is about the last time I've played it. Since then, I have yet to play it. Which does indeed suck, because this is a very enjoyable game. But we're back on schedule, guys. We're back on schedule. Yes, that schedule may not work very well, and I never follow it, but it's a schedule nonetheless. So our troops down in Arabia have been basically all moved. I'm going to start landing in Ethiopia and taking all their oil, because I definitely need oil. I don't. I really don't need any resources other than more money, but I mean, why not? I don't believe I have... Oh, I do have 2 more generals. I didn't know I had 2 more generals. I have 2 sergeants. Both of them equally terrible. But that's not really a good word to say, because they're not bad. They're better than base infantry, but they're still terrible. Alright, so we've pushed the British out of Czechoslovakia, which is good. So now we just need to push the Soviet Union out of them, and we want to take Munich, which is in Germany, and then we'll have Munich as well. And France is getting their butt kicked everywhere they go, which means that we are golden. Actually, I'm not even going to deal with them. Forget it. I'm just going to gun down everything. I remember doing an entire episode where I just gunned down everything because I was just getting too irritated with the AI and I didn't want to deal with them. So, the other great thing that is happening is that the enemy's getting bombed. Seriously, they're getting about as bombed as you can bomb. And this is very boring. I understand that, but I'm bombing them to non-existence. Almost all the way. But we have indeed approached Berlin, which is good. We also need to wipe the Soviet Union off the face of the earth, which is basically done but not fully done yet, but practically so because they don't really exist, because they don't really have any influence over their original homelands, which sucks for them, but, you know, happens, I guess. It happens. And in other news, the computer that I've planned so often to work on building is coming along very nicely. I have ordered 0 parts out of the like 20 parts that I have listed on the list. I just haven't gotten around to ordering all of them. Not that I have the money to order all of them, because it's like a $1,600 computer, and I'm probably just going to wait till about the end of the year, probably even later than that, because I just want to have the good computer start out immediately be great, and not have to worry about upgrading for a while. So, if content falls off the face of the earth, again, remember it's just going to come back when I have my actual computer back. So, that's nice. And also, I've set up a Discord. Yes, I have set up a Discord. But that Discord is not going to be available yet. I'm still doing some things and, yeah, doing some things. And those said things include just setting the voice channels up and the chat channels up and the ranks up and everything else. And oh, here we go. We've hit Toronto finally with artillery, which means that Canada is going to fall soon. Yeah, because they don't have much left, because they have this city, and this city, Ottawa and Toronto, and this city, which I forget the name of it. But I believe there's also a U.S. Air Force base on that island. Yeah, I believe that is as such. And that holds the only nuclear weapons in all of Canada. In that Air Force base. Which is technically owned by the U.S. But regardless, there's still nuclear warheads in Canada. So, good job, you guys. I just realized I haven't yet conquered my area in Washington fully, although they have very rudely wrapped us in with California, and I have to admit that just about anyone in the state of Washington has to agree that nobody wants to be wrapped into California. I would love to speak for also Oregon, but I don't know how they feel about California, but probably about the same, because we just keep getting asked, give us water, we're thirsty. That's nice, maybe you shouldn't waste it all. That's not a very popular opinion. And most Californians would hate me for that. Hey, look, we finally took the port, and we're finally going to hopefully wipe out the British out of Southeast Asia. Right? Is this Southeast? Just south, just all of Asia. Let's just wrap all of Asia into this, because that's basically all of Asia. Because they don't have any bases anywhere else. So, we need to move our aircraft carriers over. And oh, Prague is already lost. Okay, never mind. That sucks. This video is going up on time, and it's now turned 59. Yay. So that means only one thing. We may be on the verge of getting even better at this game. Oh, yeah, let's just bomb Copenhagen. Because then we don't have to deal with them at all. And look at that. The Netherlands are going to fall. Eventually. That is, I am very tired somehow. I don't know why. It's like 3 a.m. 3 p.m. almost. It's like 2:30. Yes, but I keep doing that. And yep, Budapest is now fallen. Let's take that from the Soviets. And let's take Prague back. Yep, we effectively bombed them into oblivion. So after we wipe out Egypt, which is going to be nice because Egypt doesn't deserve to exist. We're then going to wipe out Iraq and Saudi Arabia. And then the Middle East will all be ours. And then we can deal with Egypt, which is in Syria. Right in here. Which technically, if this game was being 100% accurate, Egypt would not be Egypt, but rather it would still be part of the United Kingdom. And then, like, up this, about where this line would go on up would be French. So, yeah. This game is not accurate. Also, I'm irritated because there is no Malta. I want to play as Malta. Malta would be fun to play as.